Hi Soul Fam, welcome and welcome back to my channel, Soup for the Soul Tarot. Sorry, I just had to take a break. Just because I don't know, I was feeling off after the reading that I last did. And I just needed a moment to collect myself. I'm also I feel like I'm just in a vulnerable place right now. I don't know, I just feel like I'm kind of going through like another type of awakening, I guess. We can go through multiple of them and all of those different kinds, and people experience them differently. If that ever happens to you, or if that has happened to you, hope you have, given yourself grace and take it easy. But yeah, okay, so let's get into another Leo read, just because the last Leo read that I did was very specific and triggering, and there's no way that would be for like a general collective, you know. So I kind of wanted to intentionally, at least, target like a wider or more broad collective and kind of see where this takes us. All right, and this is for Leo, or those just in this Leo energy. So I guess Leo will be getting 2 reads for the month of October. That's just how it goes, right? I feel like there's a rhyme and a reason for everything. So, oh, okay. Let's see what's going on here. I feel called to this card. Let's see. Okay, so we have 30, Empire of Bones. And hi, love, I'm not doing any free personals at this time. However, if you do want to get on the wait list, I can do that for you. However, information is in my bio as far as how you can do that. All right. Okay, Empire of Bones. I feel like there are a lot of people that rely on you for support and for stability, and you've been holding it down. You may have multiple children here. I'm seeing like little babies run around. You may also have fur babies as well. But yeah, this is really important to you. This is your sanctuary. This is your family. This is your home. And you're fiercely protective over those that you love, over your family. All right. Let's dive into some tarot and see why this is coming out for you. Oh yeah, so there's this energy of being the next matriarch or patriarch in the family, right? Being the one that really holds it down for everyone. Being the most level-headed one in the room, or it's just being the one that makes big moves, making things happen for you and for your loved ones. You put yourself out there on the line because you can handle the heat. Leo, you can handle the heat. You are, after all, a fire sign. All right. You also may have just had a newborn baby. Oh, that one really came out. It's really standing out to me. Take it only if it resonates. We have the sun. Yes, you could have had birth of a child recently. Okay. Let's see what else here. Also, if a loved one has passed, specifically getting a mother energy though. If you had a mother pass, I know the sun is a father type of energy. It's really a king energy, but it's more of a masculine energy is kind of what I'm saying. So take it how it resonates. And also the sun rules Leo. And we're doing a Leo reading. But I'm feeling a mother here. Someone's mother may have passed, or somebody who was like a mothering figure. And I feel like they're looking down on you and they're very proud of who you had to step up and become to be. Because you do feel like you're juggling all this alone. Or your mother could just be at a distance. Maybe they're feeling helpless or they're feeling sick at this time. You know, take what resonates here. We have the Ace of Paws. This is like the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Wells. Yeah. You really just want peace with your partner. For those that are, I want to say, married or in union or in some kind of long-term commitment with someone here. You want to get away. I feel like your plan is to move and start a new home, start a new life elsewhere. You know, I feel like right now you and your partner are dreaming up this future together. Okay. Someone also here may have had a miscarriage or had a loss of a child at one point in time, and you've had to let that child go. If that resonates, then maybe one of the reasons why you want to start over and move somewhere else is so, you know, you can create new memories without feeling grief, you know, of being connected to, you know, the past. And I don't know, I feel like you're sensitive to location. Somebody here is sensitive to location. It's like you have to feel at one with your surroundings in order to feel like okay. I don't know, like I feel like there's a lot of anxiety if you're not comfortable somewhere. So we have Temperance card. Yoga or meditation or Tai Chi may help, or some kind of energy work may really help with calming you down or easing, you know, anxious feelings. The Three of Quills, yeah, the Three of Swords. There's definitely been a loss here, you know. I do feel like your partner, for those in a relationship here, has really helped be a support system for you through this healing process. The Empress, yeah. again, somebody who could be a mother here. Also, again, going back to that mother looking down on you, or, you could have lost a mother here. Maybe as a kid, you took this person for granted. Maybe you had a rebellious nature about you as a child, and I'm hearing that you were very stubborn. I'm hearing like a mom yelling in the background, and somebody pulling their blanket over their head. And so it's like you were a very hard-headed or stubborn child, but you had a very fiery spirit. There's something about your mother. Your mother could have had Earth in their chart. I know the Empress is a Libra or a Taurus, so it could be, but also could be Capricorn or Virgo as well. But your mother, I feel like, portrayed this very like understanding, down to earth kind of energy most of the time. Like, even though she may have been frustrated with your attitude, like, I don't know, maybe she wasn't hard enough on you sometimes, Maybe you feel that way retrospectively. Like, man, like if that was me, if I was my own mom, I would have whooped my own ass, you know? Um, and so there's this seeing your mother kind of like as somebody that could have been stronger for herself, or somebody that could have stood up for herself more, or set um, more firm boundaries, or had a more firm tone. And maybe that's one of the reasons why you became who you are, is because when you look back at how your mother was, you wanted to be the one that, protected her. It's almost as if like you maybe were frustrated sometimes at your mom because she didn't really defend herself, or she didn't see her own worth or value. And maybe you get really angry about that sometimes, even now. Okay, let's pull some more cards here. I honor animals with reverence. I can be trusted. I offer words of good intent. Okay. Bottom of the deck is I do good. Yeah, look at that tear that's running down her face in this image. It's been really hard to let this person go, or to let this go, whatever this was that caused you a lot of grief and heartache, and it really feels like a death. Okay, so even if it literally wasn't a death, it feels like one. I do feel like for a while, like in the past, you had your whole party phase, or maybe you acted out, or um, like I see somebody here kind of really put themselves out there and do the most unconventional things with their hair, with their wardrobe, or went against the grain, or did things that were against maybe social norms at the time. it's like, again, like you had a rebellious spirit about you. And maybe even in your early youth, like in your, maybe even in your 20s, um, you still were very much like this, or early 20s. Maybe you went out and partied a lot. I'm hearing somebody with a loud laughter, or with a loud laugh, with a loud laughing really loudly, I guess. Maybe you have a loud laugh that like echoes. Um, I think you're the life of the party, or you once were. Um, but I feel like you're, with this I can be trusted card, it's like you're stepping into a different version of yourself where you're becoming a lot more serious about your commitments. Um, Again, like you could play a very responsible role in your family now, or maybe you play a responsible role in your career now. I just feel like you're settling into this Empress energy. Um, Also, something I'm getting as well is if you've said some really harsh or offensive things to people in the past, it's like you are tempering, you're tempering your insults, is what I'm hearing. So you may be choosing to hold back some of these harsher thoughts when you feel triggered, trying to be the better person. It's like, oh, I'm refined now. Um, but yeah, you've definitely grown a lot, and that's being acknowledged here in this energy today. Ooh, okay. Let's pull a few more oracles here. Actually, let's pull one more and let's break this down. All right. Here you are, Leo, the sun, you're at the center here. Sagittarius energy is coming in strongly here as well, with this Temperance card here, and obviously with this at the bottom of the deck. So Sagittarius and, on top of Leo may be significant for you on some level here. I'm hearing you're moving forward with conviction. You are not allowing the past to define your future anymore. Versus before, I definitely think you recognized you acted out because of what you had been through. You're choosing to redefine yourself. Also, somebody here, eyebrows are really standing out to me. So I don't know, like maybe you still do the 90s brow look, that thin line, doesn't necessarily have to be, or there could just be, you pay attention to your brows. Maybe your brows are really important to you. Um, you know, they say like, your brows can really define your face. Definitely defines your eyes for sure. So yeah, I just feel like you're being more composed. You're taking control of your reactions and being mindful of your expressions, verbally and facial expressions. Is something I'm getting here. Okay. Oh yeah, you're really shining, and people are noticing you in a different light. Okay, so let's break this down further. I already like this energy a lot more than I did with the first Leo reading. But let's break it down into different sections of Leo now. Okay, well, what did I use last time? I think I used this deck, so let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. So if you fall into the first part of Leo, I'm smelling them. I smell like something's burning. I don't know. Sorry, double check. That may be outside. Somebody may be smoking cigarettes or something. But, oh no, you may smoke. I don't don't know. All right, if you fall into the first third of Leo, it's Magha. What's going on for you in the month of October? We have the Seven of Wands. Yeah. So I don't know, something about smoking here and cigarettes maybe, again, that may resonate with you on some level. The Son of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Moon card. Okay. With the Son of Swords in reverse, you may have somebody around you that's trying to, they're not trying to, but I feel like they're kind of getting on your nerves. They're kind of getting under your skin a little bit. I feel like this person kind of wants to irritate you. Maybe they're getting back at you for something. Maybe they don't like the way you're doing something, or they're angry at you with something. But yeah, they have a lot on their mind that they want to say to you, definitely. And you're over here with the Seven of Wands, and you're like, no, don't even come at me right now. Don't even come at me like that. You know, because I feel like with the Moon card, you're just trying to be alone. You're not trying to be really be bothered. I feel like in the month of October, or at least the first couple weeks of October, and you're like, I just need some alone time. You know, I'm just in this energy where I just want peace. Can you respect that? Can you respect my space? Thanks, you know? All right. Okay. Let's move on to the next portion of Leo. Purva Phalguni. The second third of Leo. What's going on in the month of October? The Three of Swords. The Seven of Cups. The Temperance card. Okay. Oh. So with the Three of Swords, I feel like you and others. So this could be you and your family, or you tied in with others in a shared situation. You guys were in a bind. This group of people, this could also be a group of friends as well, or people that you normally associate with, a small group. I feel like you guys were in a bind. Okay. And it's like there was a lot unknown here. You didn't know what was going to happen. I feel like you were waiting for news to drop. There also could be like somebody in a higher position than you, or somebody with more authority over the situation here. Maybe you were worried about like if you were going to be let go, if you were going to be talked to. Some of you may have been worried you were going to be fired here. Hmm. Interesting. Oh, it feels like things are like a little outside of your control the first couple weeks of October. However, you may be making backup plans. You're like, well, if I gotta let this go, I gotta let this go. You know, it's gotta roll with the punches here. Okay. And then let's move to the last section of Leo. Uttara Phalguni. Last section of Leo. The World card. Okay. Ooh, I'm seeing a ring here. The Five of Pentacles. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. I don't know what's happened here, but maybe you had hopes for marriage or commitment. Or maybe something that you were once committed to has a lot of hope and promise. But with the Five of Pentacles, there's been some kind of loss here, like something stopped short, or this didn't pan out the way you had hoped. There's some kind of heartbreak here involving some kind of commitment. Yeah. There was definitely something here that was celebrated. If this isn't like a wedding situation, it's some kind of celebration, and you thought, I don't know, you thought this would be your breakthrough moment, where you thought things were going to finally turn around for you or something like this. And I don't know, I'm just seeing like all that just disappear. So let's pull one more card and see. Saying not in this deck. Okay. Castle of Crows. Ancient memories are accompanied by deja vu. The crows signal your blessings loud and true. Okay. So I do feel like there are good things that will still be happening for you on the way. But whatever you were hoping for, I feel like it just didn't come through all the way. Okay. That's how I feel here. There's something here also of repeating cycles. So maybe you've had multiple disappointing relationships here, and you were just hoping that this would be the one, that this one was gonna stick, and it didn't. but there's still hope. I'm hearing you jumped into this too fast. If this is resonating for you, I feel like you just jumped into this way too fast. And something wasn't completely worked out here, or wasn't completely dealt with, at least for someone, if not you, maybe for this other person. And I feel like I don't know, like they backed out, or they just couldn't do it. Maybe they got cold feet, you know? Ooh, okay, that's what I'm feeling, at least for the month of October. All right, guys, I'm going to end this live for now. I am going to go for a run. I just need to take a break again. But thank you guys so much for watching. If this resonated, or if you just like the vibes here, if you haven't hit the follow button just yet, please go ahead and do so. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next live. All right, bye y'all.